and a sea of trees. Curiosity and a sense of adventure are all you need to experience Cape Perpetua. Binoculars and hiking boots will help, but it's the dynamic landscape, the relationships and stories driven by natural forces that will grab your spirit. Cape Perpetua Scenic Area is part of the Siuslaw National Forest and includes 2,700 acres, 26 miles of trails, a visitor center, campground, and the Cape Perpetua Day Use Area, the highest point you can drive to on the Oregon coast. Nestled within 80,000 acres of globally significant marbled murrelet area. Experience an ancient coastal temperate rainforest on the ocean's edge. Sitka spruce tower over a complex ecosystem that provides critical habitat for coho salmon, marbled murrelets, spotted owls, coastal martin, and other threatened or endangered species. The scenic area merges with the Cape Perpetua Marine Reserve, Oregon's largest marine reserve, some of the most biologically diverse rocky shores in the Pacific Northwest. Sand and gravel ocean floor, and a deep rocky reef that teems with life. At low tide, glimpse an underwater world of tide pools set in ancient basalt. Perhaps Cape Perpetua's most compelling story is how intricately forest and sea are entwined. Ocean currents drive the climate while the forest filters water and cleans the air. For some creatures, survival depends on movement between trees and sea as if the two were one. A small robin-sized seabird called the marbled murrelet depends on a healthy ocean and coastal forest. At sea, their short, stubby wings propel them on dives up to 200 feet deep to catch small forage fish, while their webbed feet act as rudders. Most seabirds in the Pacific Northwest nest on the coast's rugged basalt cliffs. Each summer, thousands of seabirds nest on the rocks. Competition for nesting sites is intense. Marbled murrelet have a different nesting strategy. They nest in old-growth trees, the giant, ancient icons of the Pacific Northwest. Their webbed feet can't perch or collect nest materials, so it takes a special tree with large limbs, dense foliage, and thick, mossy landing pads for this seabird to create a forest home. This small, enigmatic seabird plays an important role in carrying ocean nutrients to the forest. They return to the sea 2 to 3 times a day to forage and bring fish back to their chick. Their nitrogen-rich scat eventually falls to the forest floor, enriching the soil. On Cape Perpetua's trails, you can follow marbled murrelet's journey. Imagine their perfect camouflage against the Sitka spruce, their search for the perfect tree, and their stealthy flights to the ocean. While hiking by a stream, consider the coho salmon that also transfers ocean nutrients to the forest where they return to spawn and die. Think of the armies of insects at work decomposing dead trees and the abundant berries that feed birds, squirrels, and black bears. Think of vast networks of fungi that feed the roots of trees draped with lichen and ferns. The web of life here is expansive but fragile. At Cape Perpetua, the boundary between land and sea dissolves. Each needs the other to flourish. Experience the landscape, the relationships, and the stories that will bring you back time and time again.